Mate, it's happened. A Camry is in the building. Boy, have I been in the back seat of many of these, because I think like a lot of the world, mate, these are ubiquitous with like rideshare, taxis, anything. It's like the car of the modern world. And it's not mine, it's a rental. Why? Well, James's X-Trail got swiped by a truck or something, like while it was parked, and luckily the dude owned up. I mean, it's still annoying. All cosmetic damage. While it's being fixed, they handed in the keys to this. And we were both very disappointed when it wasn't a hybrid. Nope, this is a 2018 Toyota Camry 2.5 litre 4-banger. I mean, I'd love to know what a non-hybrid Camry does, right? You know, it's all part of the metrics. But like a quick review first, mate. Like, hey, these are easily the best looking Camry that ever came out, I reckon. Like, they look tough. Engineering-wise under the bonnet, it's very depressing. But looks-wise, interior-wise, I don't know. Toyota just never really did interiors very well. It's not horrible, but it's like, I don't know. And this horrible tablet thing, like cars have always had the worst technology crammed into them. Like Toyota, you own a smartphone, right? You wouldn't give this as a tablet to a kid. I'm getting mad. Heaps of cars do this. But honestly, my 2013 Commodore has a way nicer interior. Way nicer. Even the screen is better, especially now it's got CarPlay. It's just Toyota. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk more later, but is this just a depressing piece of engineering? I hate this engine. 2.5 litre 4-banger, and it just sounds oh yeah. Oh, it's much easier when you don't care how much fuel you use. That's it. Oh man, this car stinks. It's got so little torque, it just revs and revs and doesn't know what it's doing. Whoops. Oh man, the tires on this thing must suck, but front-wheel drives do that. They just spin the wheels all stinking day. God, imagine a car being slow and just spinning the wheels all day. I love that it's a proper full-size sedan though, and it is comfortable. Like over speed bumps and whatnot, it actually has the land boat vibe, which is great. So many modern cars are set up like they're gonna lap the Nürburgring or something. It's nice that there's something just kind of mushy and, you know, like the numb handling matches the numb drivetrain in a way. But go on, mate, the event we've all been waiting for. It's test on the leaderboard. The 70-kilometer trip that goes up through traffic and it hits the expressway, like freeway speeds, and loops around the beach and comes all the way back again, mate. And I'm hypermiling the whole way. No aircon, windows up for as much as possible, which is hard because it's hot today. You know, how little fuel can it use? So take it away, you nugget. All right. Most miserable session of hypermiling. Here we go. My golly goodness. I'm not a fan of this machine. Boy, do I hate this gearbox and engine combo. So it's non-hybrid and non-CVT, which kind of stinks. Like, I would like to try a modern CVT, you know, especially if something's benign as a Camry. And it's warm today, so love having my aircon off and the windows up as much as possible for aerodynamics. Love it. It's just so numb feeling, like it's just old torque converter and nothing else. I mean, it's because I own the Leaf, right? Where it's like, even that's an electric nugget, but it just boom, and it takes off. It's not fast, it's not powerful, but it's responsive. This is not. This feels like it's full of Play-Doh. Oh, the traffic is stinking awful, like every single time. I love learning about how much fuel these cars use, but my gosh, do I hate doing this. No aircon, big toe, hypermiling in traffic on South Road. I'm glad you guys enjoy these videos, because this stinks. All right, we're approaching the faster speeds now. If these people actually do the faster speeds, that's it, come on. Kiss her up to 80, that's it. Kiss, 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 kiss. Nice and gentle. That's it, you slow nuggety thing. Oh, it's miserable. I hate this motor and gearbox. That's it, come on. Oh, he doesn't like big towing, not at all. You probably hear whistling noises, and James suspects that it's coming from a poorly fitted windshield, which probably got replaced because this thing's a rental and it's actually from a different state. So, yeah, if you hear whistling, it's not the Camry's fault, despite me not being very stoked with it so far. I can really feel the wind pushing against the car and slowing it down, almost like it's got a pathetic sized engine for how big this thing is. We're approaching the hill. Ooh, how many revs is this thing gonna use? I don't think it's gonna be pretty. Oh gosh, can Adelaide drivers do 100? Okay, well, she's kicked back already. Yep, and naturally everyone chooses to accelerate on the hill itself using more fuel. Come on, we're kicked back to 3 grand. I mean, we're not doing the speed limit yet, and it's people's fault. Hang on, come on. That's 100. Can it kick back? Have to change lanes. No! It's nice and quiet. It's comfortable. I get it. But when you push the pedal, nothing happens. It's miserable. Alright, well, that's the first leg of the highway stuff, and that was horrible. That was really horrible. I mean, so hard to do the speed limit when there's just all these people who really don't know what they're doing. And it's called Adelaide. This is a beach day, mate. She's about 30 degrees C today. And like, mate, I wish I could just plow this thing into the ocean, but I think the council would get mad. So, mate, I'm just gonna head on back. That's halfway point. All I gotta do is all of that again. And, you know, we'll find out in a bit. Well, what a miserable drive that was. That was easily the worst traffic I've ever had to endure. These tests suck to do. Lucky I'm just as interested as you guys in the information that it gives, right? I want to know. Fuel economy isn't fun. Man, this thing's mushy and gross feeling. It hated hypermiling. It couldn't stand it. Like, even if I drove it with no regard, like, it still just bogs. It doesn't really go anywhere. But, the fuel boy, let's have a look. So this guy really is in competition with old mate Bruce too, right? Just because it's a Ute doesn't mean it's that much lighter, right? They have way heavier floors for trade and whatnot. And it's still like a big heavy car with like a V6 in it. And I swapped James the Ute for the Camry, right? And so that's the competition. Well, mate, how did she do? Hypermiling the Camry? 8 litres per 100 Ks. And I'm here to tell you that that's not enough. Bruce 2 was a pinch. Bruce 2 was great. And that was only 0.2 extra for a V6. Now, traffic was nuts, but I did actually take 0.2 off the score. It was actually 8.2, but traffic really was pretty vicious. But mate, even if it was like 7.5, I would say that that's not enough. Not how much better a GM product drives better than the Camry. This is one of the world's best-selling cars. I mean, not anymore. Now EVs are outselling this. And I don't blame people because, like, I've got my Leaf, the beloved Frog. That's like an EV from 2012, a first-gen lithium EV. So much better than this. Acceleration feels effortless in the Leaf, even though it's not that fast. In this, it bogs and it's so difficult. And, like, you know, the fact that the Nissan Leaf is charged here on my solar panels, and so it uses 0 litres per 100 kilometers for the cost of $0. But man, I thought this would do better. The 98 Corolla has done way better. And I'm here to say, I would rather drive the Corolla. I love that car all the same. It's just this sweet little sedan. It's nice and light. The engine for it is like perfectly balanced. It's a big size engine for the size and weight of the car. Yes, it doesn't have the safety stuff and the emissions of that guy, but I mean, it does use less fuel. Just because it's newer doesn't mean it uses less fuel. Well, maybe I need to devise a better way to do fuel economy challenges, you know, where traffic isn't an issue. Well, I'm very thankful for the experience to finally get to try one of these. I've always been so curious. But it's been one of my least favorite driving experiences ever. You could go now.